Happy Monday. Hope everybody's doing good. My alarm just went off. I don't know what I was busy doing. 7 o'clock seemed to get here sooner they do. I was sitting looking at this new tapping app where you can tap away your stress and anxiety. And then all of a sudden my alarm went off. So sorry I'm late. Okay, so tonight it's a quick and easy mystery card. I'm using boho blue and bubble bath and basic white. And this is the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. Okay, it goes perfect with bubble bath. So I asked you to get some colored cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5 by 5.5. And while I'm thinking about it, let's grab that trimmer and we are going to score it at 4.25. Yes, I can't see underneath. Oh, were you thinking about me during the tapping? No, actually, it is a, hey V, how are you, honey? It's for anxiety. And it works. I know it works. So I think I'm going to start it again. And all you do is tap on certain parts of your body. Hey, Karen. How are you, honey? All right. So we have our colored cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4.25. And then I wanted you to get 2 pieces of basic white, 5.25 by 4, and then 1 piece at 1.75 by 1.75. A second colored cardstock, 3 pieces at 2 by 2. And then 2 pieces of non-directional designer series paper at 1.75 by 1.75. Hey, Kathy and Sheila, how are you? Yes, and you probably should try it. You can get the app on your phone. All right, so we just scored and folded our 8.5 by 5.5. Okay, so let's put that aside. I believe I said you needed an embossing folder, and I am actually going to use this basket weave one. And I'm just looking. We know this is the front with the Stampin' Up, the Stampin' Up logo. And I think what I am going to do is I am actually going to grab some bubble bath. We're going to experiment. And I am going to use the brayer. And I am going to, hopefully I have enough ink on my ink pad. I am going to add some ink, and I don't know if I do. I'm going to add some ink, and I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it's working. So I'm just going to add some ink to this. Let's see what happens. I don't even know if it's going to work. And then I'm going to take my basic white and I'm going to lay it down on my embossing folder and I'm going to run it through my cut and emboss machine. Let's see what happened. Ah, yes. Very nice. So adding some color, we change the embossing folder and we have some bubble bath in the background. All right, so let me close this up. I'm just going to grab a piece of paper towel and some hand sanitizer. And I think I poured too much. I think I've showed you this before, but I have this huge bottle of this hand sanitizer in my craft room. I use it to clean everything. So we're just gonna, you don't want to leave the ink on your embossing folder. You want to make sure you get it off pretty quick. All right. And I'm going to leave that on the floor opened so and I got hand sanitizer on my card base too. I knew I poured too much. Oh, you let that stay on the back. Let me just dry this off a little bit. Yeah, right? Looks different. Hey, Liara. Hi, Cindy. How are you, honey? Thank you for sharing. Look what this hand sanitizer did. It changed the color. That would actually be great for a background, just a splatter on your cardstock. Just regular hand sanitizer. Look what it did. That looks so pretty. We're just going to stick that on the back of the card. All right. So now that our basic white is embossed, and like I said, I added the color to the embossing folder, we are going to add some glue. And I probably am at the bottom. There's a gnat in here. I saw him fly by. I did grab a new one. So we're going to add enough glue because there's so many spaces, and we're just going to add this to the front of the card. On our Mondays and Fridays, our fun fold card and our mystery card, I am going to try to keep them so they're not so heavy. And I got to put this back on again. Now that our postage has gone up so much, we have to learn how to create cards. I'm going to pull this in a little bit, that aren't so heavy. You need better embossing folders. Yeah, did you see that gnat? He's flying around here. I don't know where it came from. All right, so there's the front of our card. Now I want you to take your squares and your designer series paper, and I want you to remember that they are going to be diamond shape and not square. And we are actually going to adhere our designer series paper to two of the squares. And I'm just going to lift it up so we can get this on here. And the one thing I did forget is a stamp set with a sentiment. Because again, quick and easy. Let me just... All right, so there's one. This is another great card for all that designer series paper that we have. All right. 20 stamp sheets. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're getting expensive. All right. So we need a sentiment. So we're going to grab our piece of basic white, okay? And we need a sentiment. This is perfect because we can see through it and I don't have to worry about getting it on here straight. And I think what I'm going to do is use "You Are in My Thoughts." So has anybody been doing anything great this week? Anything special? I'm just cleaning off my block. It looks so filthy. I was playing with the kidding around sorry about that, stamp set, and I've been doing some coloring for my Patreon group. So we did 2 videos. We did the skin and we did the hair. Didn't they come out so cute? So our next video is going to be their clothes. But I think these guys are so sweet. I love them. So that's what we're doing in the Patreon group this month. And our cards will be based on those images. So it'll be fun, I think. All right. So I have my sentiment. You're in my thoughts. And we are going to ink this up. And I'm actually going to grab a piece of scrap. I haven't used this stamp yet, so we want to make sure it stamps nice. Yep, it looks good. All right, so let's ink this up. And I'm going to stand so I can get this on here, at least in the center. And there's our sentiment. I should have grabbed some embellishments. And let's use these. Perfect. And I'm going to add some pink. I have all these embellishments left over, so I'm going to add one at this top corner. And then we'll grab another one, and I'm going to put it on this corner. All right, so there is our sentiment. All right. So now we are going to adhere our sentiment to the last piece of cardstock. Oh my goodness. I don't want to add too much because we're going to be able to see it. So let's center this on our piece. Now I'm making my card landscape, but you can switch it up and do it portrait if you like. All right. So there we have our pieces. All right. Now we are going to, like I said, I want my card this way. Oh, wow, new carpet. Cleaning closets. Ooh, that's exciting. That's what I've been doing. I'm still working on my TV room and my bathroom. We joined a gym and we've been going Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that just sets my whole week off. And I have one more section in the television room. Thanks, Karen. And the whole room is cleaned. We got new furniture in there, a few new pieces, and I have almost all my walls painted. I'm gonna hire someone for my ceilings, and it's clean. I just have one section, probably about 4 feet wide, that I have to do, and it's behind the television, and my TV is on a heavy piece of furniture, and I just don't wanna move it. That's that's really what's going on. I'm afraid of pulling my back out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our pieces, and you can see it's gonna fit right to the end. I know I don't want to do anything. It is a big accomplishment, but oh my goodness, like you said, Kathy, you just can't wait till it's done, and I'm doing it by myself. So it just, I have to just be patient with myself. I can't do it like I used to. All right, so we're going to adhere our triangles down, and we're going to line the point right up to the end. And you just want to eyeball it, make sure it's pretty centered. And I used an embossing folder that you really want to make sure you put enough glue on. And we are going to glue the 2 outer pieces to the front of the card. So we got to make sure, gotta move that over. I'm just gonna make sure it's even. I think it's got to come down a little bit. All right, so it's right to the edges. You want at least the same amount of space, top and bottom, just like that. Thanks, Cindy. It's quick and easy. And like I said, it's you can use those scraps. No sense in investing lots of money. Use what you have in your craft room. That's why I've been using a lot of embellishments that are no longer around. All right, so we did that. We got our 2 pieces adhered. Now we are going to grab the sentiment piece to the front, and we're going to pop it up. So I'm going to make sure we're going to add our dimensionals, and we again have to think about the embossing folder. So we're going to pop this piece up. Come on, piece of paper. And we're going to put this right in the center of these 2 diamonds. And I want to make sure it's on there straight. And it looks to be. Now, do you think it looks too plain? You can add a ribbon. You can add more embellishments if you want. I'm going to leave it just like this. Okay? Now we can grab the piece of basic white. And if you want to decorate this, you can. I did not even think about adding anything to the inside. So let me just see if I can grab I'm just going to grab another piece of the Designer Series paper. And I'm going to just cut a thin strip. And since the card says you're in my thoughts, we're not going to add too much to the inside other than this strip, because I think we need to write a nice message if we're thinking about someone special. So I'm just putting it up against my table and pushing down on the designer series paper so it ends up flush with the basic white. I'm just going to trim this off. And I'm not going to use, oh, I forgot to fill my seal up again. So I'll use this cheapos. So we are going to, I could use my glue, I guess. But we're going to add some seal. Grab our layer. And add it to the inside of our card. So just nice and plain. And there we go. How quick and easy is this card? Thanks, Sheila and V. Thanks, Karen. Yes, isn't it great? This is just so easy. It's easy, Liara. Thanks, Paula. I mean, you couldn't ask, just change up the embossing folder, change the color, change your designer series paper, make it a birthday card, and there you go. Quick and easy mystery card for tonight. You want to make it even special? Grab the same designer series paper and adhere it to the flap of your envelope. And you have a really special card to send out to someone special. Thanks, Paula. So, ladies, don't forget, create this card, post it in the Gal Friday Mystery Stamping group, and I will pick a winner. I have mail going out, so I forgot to pick my winner for last week, so I'll do that as soon as we get off for tonight, and I'll get everything in the mail. So, ladies, thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.